Hi and welcome back to the channel. My name is Drew. This is the Just a Guy Linux YouTube channel. Over the last week, I haven't been doing any videos and I haven't felt well. And I've had quite a bit of work to do. So anyway, I just wanted to comment about how many subscribers I got over the last week. It seems like I've got like 50 or something like that. I should probably go back and look to see exactly how many, but man, you guys have been really, really generous this week. And I want to thank you for for subscribing for one. And because I'm over 100 subscribers now, I was able to get my own custom YouTube URL, which is, youtube.com/c/justaguylinux. And that's awesome. Truly is. And some of the comments have been really, really, really nice. Most of them, in fact. Very generous. So I wanted to go ahead and close out this particular idea of using XFCE. And as far as, well, at least for now. And as far as what we're doing today is concerned, I kind of read one comment in particular. It had to do with resources. And it kind of brought me back into thinking. I'm going to go ahead and close this. A buddy of mine came over, I don't know, maybe a couple months ago, and he was interested in making a transition, especially on one of his machines. He's like, I got no use out of this one machine. He's like, I can't do anything with it at this point. He says, why don't you try throwing Linux on there? He's like, yeah, I was thinking about, removing Windows and seeing if you could like show me what to do as far as Linux is concerned. I'm like, yeah, cool. Just bring over the machine. I was like, but he also said like, well, what can you show me in terms of how lightweight can you get? I said, well, the first thing is you just want to become maybe a little bit more proficient. So I gave him like a spare machine that I had that was just sitting around doing nothing. And he's been using it for, I don't know, like a month or two. One of the things that I did consistently with that machine that he's using, as well as this particular project, is I put everything on the bottom of the monitor so that you can kind of like, if you are coming from a Windows environment, this is as common a look as you will see. So I wanted to make sure that I was appealing to that, and not it's like, oh, dude, it's up there, it's top, it's weird, Honestly, if you look at my current machine, everything is on the top. And the reason why is because you actually are more likely to get to the top than you are the bottom when you're using your browser. So like if I was using my browser and I'm doing something here, shouldn't it be easier accessible to be up on the top as opposed to being on the bottom? I think the top is better for me, at least. So we're going to move stuff to the top to make it more, to me at least, more streamlined and definitely more efficient. Now, when it comes to resources, we definitely can lose some stuff. So let's see where we are. I'm going to open up a terminal. Wow, that's not right. That cannot possibly be right. So what I want to do is I should probably try to, let's go ahead and reboot. That can't be right. I mean, it's right, but if we're looking at it from a perspective of where can we start, let's start off as clean as we possibly can. So let's do that and see where the resources are off a first boot. Off a login with no resources logged. Okay. So everything's loaded. And let's open up terminal again. Yeah. So we're at 870 megabytes. Okay. So we and that is good. Let's be honest here. If you were to open up something other than XFCE, it would actually pull more resources, more RAM than 870. you know, not all of them, but definitely most of them would pull more resources. So we're going to try and get lighter than this. So let's see if we can even gain 100 megabytes and make it as snappy as possible. And the very first thing that we would want to do is we would want to, and because of where we are as far as like number of launchers, we need to get rid of some of these launchers. Now it's not going to look like this, but if you're looking to save on resources, let's do it. Session and startup. All right, where are we? We got this in the tray. This is Clipman. And most people don't need Clipman. So I'm going to take that out. Doesn't need to start. Plank is here. Can remove that. And we have ULauncher that we installed. That doesn't need to be in the sys tray either. Okay, let's see where we are now. This might be super simple. So log out. Okay. And as you remember, I set up a keyboard shortcut, or super enter is for the terminal, and already we're at 751. So we were at 870, right? 870, and now we're at 751. And I think we can do even better. Okay. So what I want to do, panel preferences. I'm going to unlock this. I'm going to move this to the top. Okay. And I think, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do a test. All right. So I'm going to go, let's relock this. Let's go to panel 2, unlock it, and let's move this to the top and relock that, and good. Now it doesn't look great right this second, especially because you might want active windows and stuff like that. So let's do this. Let's see where we are. 769. That's fine. Okay. And I'm thinking that having 2 panels might actually pull more resources than having 1. So we're going to remove panel 2. Okay. And let's go to panel 1. And let's go to let's add the whisker menu back. And we're going to close that. And we're going to move this as high as we can. And we're going to, let's go. We need to change this. So we're going to turn this off. And we're going to go 100% so that it's all the way across. But notice that we need more, we need space here. So we need a separator. Add a separator. And let's add that. Oop, I did more than one, sorry. Let me remove one here. And let's put this here. And we're going to expand and make this transparent. Okay. And actually, we probably should have used 2. So let's add. Let's see where we are. How about that? Let's do that. Okay. Let's close this and control 802. Let's log out, log back in. Let's just see, log out. $814. Okay. Well, I might have been wrong as far as resources on that, but we're still gonna do our best to make this as good as possible. So I want to panel preferences. And we're going to change this to system style. And we're going to add another separator. And we're going to add the Windows That's not menu. Is that bit menu? Oh gosh, I haven't done this in a while, so I'm sorry if I am messing this up. Actually, this is going to be here. Yeah. Yeah, that's not right. Sorry. That's not going to be right. And it's going to be active window buttons. Yeah, that's it. So we're going to move this to the top. So because, it says panel preferences because this is on. So like if I was to open up another thing like Firefox, you could switch between these two. Okay. All right. And let's go ahead and close that. Let's close this. And let's open up terminal. We're at 793. Okay. All right. What else can we do? Let's make sure we're starting from the same point. Okay. So if we reboot again real quick, sorry if this is taking a little bit longer than you had planned. We were at 870 for sure, so we are definitely saving some resources. I think that we can still get below a certain amount. Like if we want, 770 is my goal for right now because I said I was going to be able to get 100 meg of RAM free. Okay. I think there's actually another way to do this as far as changing the from LightDM to something else, but that is not something I've tested a great deal. So, let me hit this. We're at 777 on a reboot. Okay, so this isn't bad. When it comes right down to it, we're really not that far away. Here is something that you can really do probably almost immediately to get some resources back. And that is Windows tweaks. Tweak. There we go. Window Manager tweaks. And I want to show you something. It's like see how this, there is a slight shadow here. And I can't remember which one of these. Oh, right there. Shadows under dock windows. Notice it just kind of like removed that shadow. Let me put it back so you can see. Shadow there. Okay. If you want to, you could maybe even like turn off all compositing and you might be able to save some resources. So like if I hit Super F, it doesn't necessarily like pop super fast, and there might be some like compositing that goes on with how it like pops into the active window. So if I turn this off, I'm wondering what would happen. So I've turned one thing off. Okay, and let's see if it changed anything. We're at 785, and I don't know if that's the truest number you can possibly do, but what we're going to do, just go with me here for a sec, is we're going to go ahead and see how much by turning off the compositor completely. I'm going to go turn this back on and then turn this off completely. How much that will save. Okay? So I'm not being able to like see anything. So I might be able to like, let's go ahead, sudo reboot with no compositor and see how much resources it saves. Now I don't even know if the theme will work without having compositor on, but we're gonna find out pretty quick. Okay. So let's hit super enter. 745. All right, well, we've definitely saved 130 megabytes, was 125 megabytes of RAM on a reboot. And we're going to see, so like if I close this and I just hit super F, it does pop really quickly. Okay. Super B for Firefox. All right. Super enter. 726. So to give you a really good idea, I mean, it works. Not having the compositor on works. Now, is it as pretty as it was before? I mean, you can kind of play with that. So tweaks, and I'm going to go to compositor and turn the compositor on, and then like, let's say, you know, do I want the shadow? Yeah. Do I want shadows under this? Well, maybe I don't want shadows here. You know, how good is that? 795. So these are your choices, you know, and if you need to save some resources, then you can definitely save some using the compositor by kind of like only having one launcher. You can definitely save some by not having everything in your, you know, that you can eliminate from your start. So in order for you to get down, we are really going to like deep dive. Next time on this channel, we're going to be installing a super lightweight floating window manager called OpenBox. Okay. Now, is it for everybody? No. But I'll tell you this, it's going to be light. It's going to be light, and we're going to see how it works. So I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.